All
Well,
right.
well, John, we're going to go ahead and get started. We'll try to keep this fairly quick, so that you can get back to getting a little rest. How's that sound?
Well, that'll work.
All right. All right. We will call this meeting to order. And the first thing on the agenda is general public comments. So do we have any general public comments? I don't see anybody else on the call, so we'll just move on. Approval and execution of fall grant contracts. We've got some signed contracts here, Chris. We've got 2 signed contracts, so we can go ahead and approve those. We have one that's not signed yet, so we can. So Chris, there's a resolution to adopt them all, but that's all 3 of them. So we probably need to hold off on that until we've got them all signed.
I think you can approve the resolution, and we'll
Okay.
just wait until the last grantee signs on their contract. But I think it's okay for the board to approve that, and if there's a problem later, we can revisit it. But
Okay.
yeah, it's usually better to have the grantees sign first, but sometimes they're just slower than you think.
Okay. Okay.
Does it matter, Chris, if they are going to be potentially changing something? They said that they're going to be submitting some information that they may be changing the equipment that they're purchasing.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's do that. Let's just approve the 2 that are already signed, because I don't want to create any confusion. We just come back and approve the 3rd one next time, if there's going to be some change to the specifications.
Okay. And then approve the resolution later on also.
Yeah. Let's just kick that down the road.
Okay.
So do I hear a motion to approve the contract for the East Orchard Mesa Fire District and the contract, let's see, East Orchard Mesa Fire?
Lower Valley Fire Protection.
And the Lower Valley Fire Protection District.
So it's the 2 signed contracts are Lower Valley and East Orchard Mesa.
That's correct, John.
I would make a motion to approve them.
Okay. I'll second that. All those in favor say aye.
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 All right.
Okay. All right. Now our big issue today is discussion and review of the budget for 2021. So, Dusty, I'll let you kind of take the lead and discuss what we've accomplished here.
Okay. So we have, like I sent over in the board packet. Okay. Sorry. We were talking about. We have. I don't know where it's at now. I apologize.
It's all right. I got so many things open on
I know.
my
I've got a
computer.
bunch of mine open too.
Not the same problem.
We have, here it is, I had opened. So Craig sent over kind of an updated spreadsheet and what everybody's agreed to. There are a couple of questions that are kind of outstanding right now. So we called, let me screen share this. We called Jamie and asked about the audit and if it affected our insurance. He said not that he's aware of. He's never had anybody request it. And then we asked about the special district, if that gave us any discounts, and he said he wasn't aware that we were in the special district, and that he can actually run next time we do our appraisal, or not our appraisal, but our quote for insurance in February, that he would include that with the appraisal, the insurance groups. So that didn't really have any effect on us, and that was about $1,000 to be part of that. The other thing was the audit. I spoke with Lisa yesterday and asked if it would be what she would advise if we should look to get the exemption because our budget is so low, or if they would work with us on having like a discounted amount for our audit, and she said that if it were her, that she would just look to do the non-audit exemption from the state, and she would get back to me if the board still wanted to move forward with having an annual audit. She would get back to me about if there could be a discount with that or not. So right now, this is kind of what we have budgeting wise.
So Dusty,
Yes.
on accounting fees, they told us they do it for 55. We got 24 in there.
Okay. Oh, I don't know why. You know what? I don't think I saved that correctly. There we go. Apologize about that. Thanks for that. And so we have legal fees for 5,000, accounting fees for 55, contract services 32. The audit is still in there for 38 because that's what the RFP she had given us was for a total of 46,300. Let's see if I can get that other one pulled up. I forgot what else we were gonna talk about. And then there was another question for Chris. So we do have money that's been left over. We've talked about it before. There's like $160,000. They had budgeted $100,000 last year for like just as a cushion, if we remember, as we granted that money back to the county. And so we had $100,000 in operating expense cushion that we had, and we have this money that's just kind of rolled over continuously. If we were to use that for additional grants or to put it into an investment fund, does that have to be denoted on the budget that we have?
Oh yeah, yeah. So and you'll need to your budget should show your retained earnings as well as all of your expenditures, and so that that it presents a clear picture of the financial position of the district. So yeah, we need to have a line item that shows what we're going to keep as retained earnings. And I think traditionally also we've tried to identify a budget for our restricted expenditures like contributions to the permanent fund,
right,
and grant agreements that the district is already obligated on, so
right,
that where those funds are already committed but maybe unspent.
Which is what we do have. We've always had that in there. I guess maybe because it says estimated beginning fund balance, that would be like our actuals. That's
yeah, I guess so. If it's
already in there, right? Like that's the balance that we're working with, and the rest of this comes down as
unless those funds are committed. Like, I mean, you could have a beginning fund balance, but there are charges against that. Portions of that may be committed for grant payments.
Should we list that as uncommitted funds, or?
Yeah, I would say like retained earnings or reserve, something like that.
okay.
So we can do whatever we want to with those funds as far as investing them. We can put them anywhere we need to, but we need to have a line item that shows retained earnings or something like that. I think we did with Scott, and it got kind of dropped off. So
yeah, he always had that line item that showed us like what was unused or forfeited grants that just kind of kept rolling over that I saw. And we have unused forfeited grants right here, but we haven't had any grants that have been unused in the past 2 years because the way that they've kind of gone. But we do have that leftover money, so we'll have to make sure that we get that put on there.
Okay.
Yeah,
we need to make sure that Christine's accounting for that on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So John, I think the big thing we were worried about is our operating costs falling within the
Mandatory.
falling within our limits, our 10% limits. With this current, now Craig and I both talked, and we're going to put a little more pressure on. That's not an acceptable answer that Chadwick Steinkirchner gave us.
Okay.
So we're gonna go up the ladder with Chadwick Steinkirchner, and just telling us that we need to apply for. Our concern is an organization like ours should receive a periodic audit, and the problem is if you skip a year, then they're going to charge more to get things to get to a starting point on the next audit. So you skip a year, it's going to cost you, a lot more money than the $3,800 to have a catch-up audit done. So
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to postpone it. That's not a good thing.
yeah, I don't I know we can, but putting audits off is a tough thing.
Right.
Yeah, one of the things I talked with Craig about briefly was that the law allows the district to not do an audit given its revenues, but I think Craig expressed the strong view that for transparency's sake and trust in the district, he kind of felt like we needed to go forward with and keep doing an annual audit just so that people have confidence in the books of the entity.
It just takes one person to challenge our books, and then we're back spending a lot of money.
That's
and
right.
Christine with Ide Bailey had said the same thing last week, that she felt the audit was necessary to continue to do.
It gives you a lot of confidence that your books are accurate. It gives the public confidence. But the main thing I wanted the board to be aware of is that if we're really strapped for money, that was an area where we could generate some savings. But you guys may be able to turn the screws to Ide Bailey a little bit and see if they'll cut you a break on audit services.
Yeah, we got Ide Bailey to drop their services to $5,500, the maximum, and we were on target for. And of course, Chris, you thank you for your working with us on that. Of course, Dusty's going to take a little bit of a haircut too. We're going to have to. I think we'll help you out a little bit, Dusty, by just doing. If we cut it down to one grant cycle, I think that'll help your workload on it. So you're not. I mean, we'll try to make it to where you're not doing more work for less money.
Okay.
And we will definitely put the pressure on Ide Bailey between now and December, or not Ide Bailey, Chadwick Steinkirchner.
Okay.
Between now and December. I think she just kind of took the easy way out on that one.
Okay.
So we'll call Orville and talk to him.
Which is weird. I would think that you wouldn't want to lose a client, but.
I would think so, but as easy as our audit is, I would think that that's just,
it's just not that much work.
Yeah.
Oh, I would imagine that 90% of the work is done by staff.
Mm-hmm. Everything we submit over, so.
But this gets us under that 10%, John.
Yeah.
So for a draft of the budget, do these numbers look good to you?
You have a date?
What's that?
I said in December?
Yes.
Yes.
The 15th, you said, or?
No, our next meeting for it is the December 29th.
Yeah, we're not going out of town or anything, so it probably would work.
Okay.
All right. I sent it over to you guys already for your meeting invite, so it should be already on your calendar, your work calendar, John.
So do these numbers look okay for you for the draft budget, John? We've got to post a draft budget.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay. All right. So we'll plug those in. Let's see, do we have a copy of a draft budget that those are already plugged into, Dusty?
I
We
just
don't-
have this that Christine sent over to me that's in the PDF. She didn't send over a spreadsheet that
Okay.
had it. So this one that's the PDF form is what, it's usually the one that we post.
Yeah.
So,
So we'll put these
That's fine.
numbers in that draft.
Yeah.
Or in that, and then we will post it that
Okay.
way.
supposed to be 42, 5. What would change that to? Okay. Yep.
So John, we need a motion to approve the budget, the draft budget, not the budget. We're just approving the draft. But we have to approve a draft budget, right, Chris?
Yeah.
Or we have to
And-
adopt it.
Am I correct, Dusty, that there was another version that included, for example, the permanent fund contribution and
Yeah. Can you see my screen? Can you see the
I
screen?
can see your screen, but all I can see is
Okay.
That's just that worksheet. We don't have the draft budget on there.
Oh, you don't have that one on there. Okay. Let me see if I can share this one. So
I've got it on my computer, but
yeah, in the
you
board
won't-
packet, can you see this one, Chris?
there we go.
oh yeah, okay.
It's a PDF, and so it says right on here, contributions to the permanent fund, 100,000. The audit, so the contract labor we'll need to change that. And then I think the grants to be awarded next year, she has it listed at 400. So we just have to edit these numbers a little bit right here and put
Okay.
that one out. And then this one, like this is the one that says estimated fund balance beginning up here.
Right.
And then the actual amount that we got. So this is all kind of right here that will that we've kind of been operating off of.
So we'll
Okay,
need
so
her
if
to
you're
add
gonna
a,
approve a motion, I guess you would just move to approve the draft budget as modified by the additional Excel detail that you have on administrative costs.
okay. So we will do that. So we want to approve the draft budget with the correction with the information from the Excel worksheet added to it. And we will also need a line item for retained earnings added to that budget. So we have that. So John, you make a motion for that?
I would make a motion to that effect.
Okay, I will second that. Any other discussion or anything we're missing there, Chris?
I think so.
Okay. So based on that, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Motion approved. We have a draft budget. If you have any questions on that, Dusty or Christine has any questions, have her call us and we'll go through that.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Next, I got to go back to the agenda. I've got too many things
Oh.
on my screen.
It says unscheduled business.
Do we have any unscheduled business, Dusty? Is there anything we're missing between now and the end of the year?
No, not that I know of. I think we're-
Okay. Chris, can you think of anything we're missing between now and the end of the year?
For me.
Okay. Well, with that, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
You make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that motion. All those in favor say aye.
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 meeting
Well,
adjourned.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
John, you get better.
Yeah, John.
I knew it was just a matter of probably a few more days or so, I hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Okay,
Well,
good.
I'll get some
Thank you,
rest,
John.
John. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks, Quinn.
Bye.
Thank you, Chris. And happy
Thank you
Thanksgiving.
guys.
Have a
You
nice
too.
holiday.
Thank
Bye.
you.